VShojo debut a new member, and it's a guy. His name is K9KURO, and he is the first official male member of VShojo. I made an entirely different video about why that's kind of a big deal, but today we're here for his lore. Let's go. Look at his little face. He's so cute. Oh, he's so happy. Ooh, ominous music. And there we have the boy. I have to say, his outfit, his entire design is just so cool. Official VShojo letter. Ooh, thanks.
How interesting.
Ooh.
In a forest of mysteries and wonders, there lies a lake of calm red waters. It is said that those who gaze upon its beauty will meet celestial
I
glowing
love the
eyes.
narrator. It's so good.
These eyes are said to grant the wishes of deep desires,
Ooh.
but only if they are willing to pay the price. This lake is home to the banished god of undead miracles, a symbiotic being known as both Kuro and Shiro.
It's really funny because there are now two VTubers that I absolutely love that have a Kuro and a Shiro alter ego. That's just... But the other one being Yusan, obviously unnamed, who has both a full moon and a new moon form, but we lovingly call them Yu-Kuro and Yu-Shiro.
Shiro fulfills their duties during the day till dawn, after which Kuro takes their place to work at night. They once were one being until their powers were continually misused,
Looks so cool.
forcing fellow gods to band together to take action. This, however, only half worked, as the gods could only divide the undead's power and not fully remove them.
No.
Kuro and Shiro came to be, and were bound together by holy shackles, forced to remain imprisoned in an ancient tomb, hidden under forestry and water.
Hold on.
Over time, they realized their presence drew people in to visit. People wouldn't know why.
This is such
but would have an
interesting lore.
unwavering desire to peer into the lake.
Like, it's very
This
legend
god's power
heavy.
allows them to grant wishes based on what they perceive as equal value. They both knew the only way to get more powerful and escape this tomb would be to gain enough power from granting desires, usually resulting in them consuming the life energy of whoever dared to ask for their wishes.
It's kind of grim. Not in a
The
scary
only
way.
thing stopping them from leaving was the holy shackles which held them contained in the underwater jail.
Oh.
They could easily break these if at full power.
I'm having chills. I already watched
So,
this, but I'm having chills.
This was the plan.
Imagine being stuck on the water for 10 years. That's just not fun, right?
10 years had passed since the sealing of this god, when Shiro decided to ask.
Kuro, we've been doing this for so long now. I've lost track of time and fulfilled countless wishes. Yet, I feel our powers have barely returned. I know. But what else can we do? You know, I've always wanted to ask you something. We grant all these wishes, but what is your wish? We used to be one and the same.
The art
yet
is so
you seem
beautiful.
to think so differently from me.
So much emotion in it.
The only wish I have is to get out of there. I'd give anything for that. What about you? I just want your wishes to come true.
Oh,
Maybe then we
Shiro!
can both be happy.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I already
you
know
should
what's
sleep.
happening.
It's my time. Get some rest, Kuro.
Oh.
Shiro.
Oh.
Shiro.
This is so well made.
What's happening? What's happening? What the fuck? Shiro?
Oh.
Shiro? Are you there? Are you there, Shiro?
Oh, the music change. You can just feel how heartbreaking this must be. He literally lost a part of himself. Oh.
Kuro awoke from his slumber confused, feeling sensations on his skin he had not felt in years.
No.
Fresh air, warmth from the sun, sounds of wind and water.
He's free, but at what cost?
His wish to be free from the tomb had become a reality, but it did not matter.
Oh.
The only thing racing through his mind was thoughts of Shiro. He desperately tried to recollect everything that had happened, but his mind was scattered. This god of undead miracles finally had a miracle happen for him. Yet, he felt no happiness at all.
Oh, he deserves so
He
much
began
better.
to search around the area, attempting to communicate with locals. He asked where he was, what year it was, and where the exit to this forest lay.
Can you imagine if you're one of those locals that is just minding their own business and then this emo boy just comes up to you? Like, what year is it? You must think they're insane at that point. Like, I know the locals know about the god in the lake, but I doubt they make the connection that this is that god, right? Because, I don't know, he doesn't look that godlike. He just looks like an emo boy.
Kuro did not know the answers to what had happened, but believed Shiro must still be alive. After this day, he swore to himself to watch over this forest and lake until the day Shiro returns.
Oh, so the missing post is in the... End of part 1. We're getting more lore. Let's go. What I was trying to say is that the missing posters in the teaser, I already felt like they were hinting at something, but they were for Shiro. It's like we kind of know the concept in like anime and whatever, where someone loses their twin and it kind of like feels like part of their soul is ripped out. But in Kuroshiro's case, they are part of the same soul that got separated into two. But because they were still with each other, they were still kind of whole, even though they were separated. But with Shiro gone, who knows where, I couldn't stand like how confused and maybe lonely Kuro's feeling. And that despite the freedom that he gained, he still wants to do everything in his power to find Shiro and be reunited. Because even though he said, I just want to get out of here, I'm very certain that he meant get out of here together. I really like the storytelling in this lore because it kind of just feels like a legend that someone tells over a campfire or like read in like a local folklore book. It's kind of more real than that. I kind of like that they're already saying like, hey, there's gonna be part 2. But part 1 is like enough crumbs about the complete origin to be enough to start streaming with. And then after a while, part 2 can be there to really hone in on the more personal aspects. At least that's something that I see more often when people have debut lore and then start digging into it deeper at a later date. What I do wonder though is with how VShojo Mythos has kind of like come to an halt. Like the last video that should have come out was Underworld's End, like Iron Mouse's story about the underworld and everything. And technically Kuro could fit into that, but that video has been in creative limbo for what must be like almost a year. Like Mouse released a trailer for it back in February. Well, at least she showed it on stream, but that kind of never happened. And like we had a small video with Centrea's casual outfit a while ago, not the current one, the one before. We never heard much more about it. So I wonder that with everything that has changed and if Underworld's End is coming out at all ever, what that will mean for VShojo Mythos with the addition of the new members. I don't even know whether that's relevant. I always like think about the bigger picture, like where would they stand in the lore and how would it connect? And I can see several ins for that to work. So I don't think I should be worried about that. But man, I do love VShojo lore and I love the care that's being put into it. And even though we have had now several people that didn't have lore by Marionette Media, it still gives me the same euphoric feeling, the same, I don't know, excitement that it gives me every time. And maybe because I see a different writer and a different artist make the video, that the storytelling is a bit different, but still incredible. And I can't wait to learn more about Shiro, to see what happened actually. Because I don't know, the trope with twins is that they often know what the other's up to and whether the other's alive or not. We saw it in the show Manifest, where Olive just knew that her brother wasn't dead and everyone thought she was crazy, but when the plane actually came back after 5 years, even though everyone hadn't aged a day, she just knew. She had known all along, and that's like a reoccurring theme throughout the show. And I feel like something similar with Kuro and Shiro will also occur, because Kuro is just determined, like Shiro is not dead. He's out there somewhere, somehow. And we also don't know what the miracle actually was that made Kuro free. Because it was some easy solution that just Shiro made himself disappear and it would free Kuro. That would go against the entire thing of them being separated and locked in that lake to begin with. Like literally, if it was that easy, they probably would have come up with it by then. So I think there's like a deeper thing going on. And I cannot think of what. And I'm kind of excited about that, because that keeps me wondering and being curious about what comes next. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below what your opinion is about Kuro's lore, about Kuro's general design, because he looks incredible. And I also made a video on why I think VShojo finally having a male member is a good thing for the general VTuber sphere, and I've got that linked in the description. So if you are curious about my opinions on that, do check it out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!